Hi guys, and welcome to PJ's Coin Capers. This is episode 3 in trying to find coins that are worth more than face value. So these guys are all these 5 coins that I'm going to show you today. This is obviously episode 3, and there's 2 other episodes that I've put out there with 5 other coins in each episode. So make sure you take the time and have a look at those guys. But today I want to start with this. It's a 2001. Now what it is it's the Northern Territory 20-cent coin from 2001. Now this is part of the Centenary of Federation set of coins. This is the Northern Territory one, as I said. Now all these coins were actually designed by students, and some particular student designed this one, and this was the winning entry for the Northern Territory. But this one here, out of all the coins for each state, now there's 50-cent coins as well as 20-cent coins. I have done a video on that, and look it up, and you'll see that there. But this particular one has a mintage of 2.1 million. So I think that one there is the lowest mintage. Most of them are around that 2.2, 2.3 million, that sort of thing. So not much of a difference. But this one at 2.1 seems to be the one that is the hardest to find, and that 100,000 or 200,000 seems to make a difference. And maybe most of these ended up in the Northern Territory, and maybe that's why it's a bit harder for me in Victoria here to find it. But I certainly find a lot of the Victorian 20-cent coin, but yeah, I've always struggled to find this one. So I just wanted to show you that one there. So 2.1 million, and these guys sell for around $3 to $4 each, depending on condition. But out of obviously, if you're finding ones that from each state, they're certainly well worth keeping. But I certainly find it the hardest to find is the Northern Territory version. So that's the first coin I wanted to show you in this episode. The second one, it's actually one of my favourite coins, and this is the 1991 50-cent coin. 1991, there it is. Now, this has got a picture of a ram, which I think is really well done. Most of the ones I find of this particular coin are in very good condition, so I don't know whether people are holding them and eventually they're letting them go. But considering the coin's been around for as long as it has, they always seem to be in very good condition. So this is the 25th anniversary of decimal currency, and a couple of years back we had the 50th anniversary, so there we go, the 25th. So these guys here were had a mintage of 4.7 million. So it is a bit high, and it's not too low, obviously, but because they are a nice design, people tend to like them or tend to want to collect them. And certainly if you're collecting a set of 50-cent coins, you certainly need this one. So these guys sell for around $4 to $5 each in this sort of condition. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. Now, the next one's a 1985 10-cent coin. There it is there. I'll just flip it over. So it's just a standard 1985 50-cent coin. There was 2 million of these guys made at the time. In the previous video we had the 1985 50-cent coin. So 2 coins in that year that had low mintage. So the 50-cent coin was 1 million, and this one here is 2 million. So for a 10-cent coin, that's quite low. Only the 2011 10-cent coin, which was mentioned in my first video, which was 1.7 million. So 2 million's certainly, I think, the second lowest out of all the 10-cent coins that have been minted so far to date. So the 1985 10-cent coin currently sells for around $5 each. So yeah, good one to collect and hold on to. who knows where these guys will end up price-wise in the future. Certainly as more and more collectors come on, they certainly are sought after coin. So the next coin we have today is a relatively new coin, and this is the $1 Changeover Coin. So there it is there, and this is from 2016. Now, this is the lowest minted $1 coin minted so far. So they only minted 560,000 of these. They are fairly difficult to find, even though they've only been in circulation for a couple of years. They certainly are tough to find. And as you can see there, it doesn't have the full queen's head on it. It's only got a small queen's head and a depiction of some old currency back pre-1966. So yeah, 560,000, really low mintage. These will probably skyrocket in years to come. Certainly if you can pick them up in uncirculated condition or in the bags that the mint put out at the same time, bags of 10, or if you're lucky enough to get yourself a roll. These guys currently are selling in circulated condition for around $8 each. So it's yeah, this one's pretty good condition for a circulated one. They tend to get quite rubbed up around the outside here, and they deteriorate quite quickly. So if you can get yourself a nice good quality one, I think you can still probably pick them up for around $10 or maybe a little bit more now in uncirculated condition. But these ones will be one to keep and hold for a long while. But yeah, well worth collecting, and certainly excited about where this coin will end up price-wise in the future. So the last coin I want to show you today is, I'm sure most of you are familiar with this one, but if you're not, this is the, what year is this one again? I think it's the 2012. Yep, there we go, the 2012 $2 coin. Now there were two other different types of $2 coin made that year, which was the standard elder and the gold poppy, but this one here is the red poppy. So the red poppy was only around 500,000 of these made. I think most of them were distributed through RSLs, but they did find their way into circulation. And these guys here, if they do get into circulation, the red part, the poppy, tends to rub off, so they do lose their value fairly quickly in that regard. But these guys have skyrocketed in price in recent times. A couple of years back, you could buy them very cheaply for around $6 or $7 each. But all of a sudden, these guys are up around the $35, sometimes $50 each. So these guys are rocketing up in price, and with only 500,000, it took people a little while to work out that they were going to skyrocket in price. And but certainly, if you can get one now, get one, because who knows where these guys will go based on the 500,000. So much like the $1 coin here, people are certainly holding and collecting. So well worth getting, well worth collecting. Keep an eye out, keep noodling, keep looking, and hope you've enjoyed this this look at 5 coins. And keep an eye out for each of these coins. And I look forward to bringing you another video soon. Thanks for watching.